Every week, Master Chef Konstantin Druzhinin gathers the most interesting recipes from all the regions of Kazakhstan for you in the Culinary Tour program. He finds the best food products in different areas of this amazing country. He cooks unique dishes filled with a rich history, national color, and a fragrance of the vast steppe. Watch the Culinary Tour, educational and entertaining cooking show on Kazakh TV weekly. Watch in today's Culinary Tour program. Balkhash is a town located near a lake. Catfish stewed with vegetables in a large cooking pot. How to fry wild carp Balkhash style. I'm in the town of Balkhash, the copper capital of Kazakhstan. This town lies near a lake having the same name. In 1928, rich deposits of copper ore were discovered here. After that, the settlement started to grow. Balkhash Lake is the most popular place of interest in this area. Besides being attractive, this lake is unique. A narrow strait divides the lake into two parts. The water is almost completely fresh in its western part, while it's salty in the eastern part, which is really surprising. Like in any town of Kazakhstan, there is a market in Balkhash. In general, it isn't different from the markets in other towns and cities of Kazakhstan. However, you can see more fish sold here. By the way, besides getting fish at a Balkhash market, you can also buy freshly caught fish from fishermen.
Всем привет, меня зовут Константин.
Hello everyone, my name is Konstantin. I travel around Kazakhstan looking for unique recipes. You can and should cook fish in Balkhash. This lake shore keeps a lot of local fishermen's recipes, which is why I've decided to cook fish Balkhash style and fry a fresh wild carp today. If you want to fry fish, I recommend doing it outdoors on an open fire. In this way, you'll be able to avoid oil splashes and smell at the kitchen. I bought a fresh wild carp at the local market. I was lucky because the fish was already scaled. I don't really like to scale fish. Of course, I've washed it in clean water and now I need to gut it. I'm lucky because the wild carp has roes. We can fry the roes too, and we'll do it today. Now I should wash the fish. We've washed the fish and now we need to divide it into pieces. After this, we'll coat them with flour. Of course, we need to remove the head. It's a good wild carp. Now we're dividing the fish into 2 to 3 centimeter thick pieces. Now we'll start coating them with flour. To do it, we need flour, to which we should add some salt. Now we can stir it. The flour is prepared. The fish is prepared too. It's raining harder, which is why we need to hurry. I'm going to light a fire. I am lucky because anglers have prepared everything for me. There are arranged stones here, so there is a place to put the large cooking pot on. All I need to do is to kindle a fire. Let's put some paper here.
Замечательно.
It's
Огонь
great.
разгорелся.
The fire is burning and now I can continue making the fish dish.
Сейчас можно запанировать рыбу.
Now we can coat the fish in flour.
Готово.
When it's done, we'll put the fish into this bowl.
Итак, для этого мы кусочки рыбы.
We're rolling the fish pieces in the flour.
Рыбка получится очень сочная.
The fish will be very juicy and tasty.
Так, икру.
I'm coating small pieces of rose with it too.
Кусочками. Итак, рыба готова, икра готова.
So I'm prepared, I'll put it aside for a while, pour oil into the large cooking pot, and prepare what we'll need after the fried fish is done.
Итак, огонь хорошо
The
разгорелся.
fire is burning properly and we can place the large cooking pot on it.
Казан должен быть.
Of course, the cooking pot should be clean.
Так,
We should place it flat.
сейчас можно налить
Now we can pour the oil into it.
масло.
We need about half a liter of oil, which is enough for a cooking pot like this one.
Так, нальем так.
Oil should coat the sides of the cooking pot too.
Так. Сейчас осталось
We
подождать,
should
пока
wait
масло
until the
нагреется.
oil is hot.
А я приготовлю
Meanwhile,
еще
I'll
кое-что.
prepare something else.
Пока греется масло,
While the oil is heating up, I've decided to make a dressing for the fried
для
fish.
этого мы возьмем.
To do it, we need herbs,
И ее можно
which you can chop roughly the same way you do for a salad.
салат. Так. Петрушка, укроп
Parsley and dill go great with fish.
хорошо сочетаются с рыбой. Сейчас можно взять лимон.
Now you can take a lemon.
Лимон я режу пополам.
I cut the lemon into halves and add some lemon juice to the dressing.
Нашу заправку. И еще можно нарезать немножко цедры.
You can chop some zest too.
Ее я возьму с краев.
I'm cutting it off the sides.
Отлично.
Excellent.
Это даст нам нужный сок.
We can press it a little so that it produces juice and then chop it finely.
Немножко приплющить, так, чтобы выделился сок. И мелко порезать. Так, замечательно.
It's great.
Все
We're
добавляем.
adding it all to the dressing.
Ну, а готовую рыбу
Then you can put the fried fish on a plate.
половину заправки я выложил.
A half of the dressing I've placed on the plate where I'm going to put the fried fish. We can sprinkle it with some lemon juice.
А сейчас...
Now we're going to fry the fish.
Так,
Okay, the oil is ready.
хорошо.
It's good.
Капает дождь, поэтому вы слышите, как кипит.
Rain is dripping so we can hear the oil boiling.
И теперь опускаем рыбку.
Now let's put the fish into it.
Так. Для первой партии достаточно.
It's enough for the first lot.
Важно, чтобы
It's important to fry all the sides of the fish. The hot oil must cover all the sides of the fish.
Так, отлично.
Excellent. We can see that it's getting golden. Now we can remove the fish.
Хорошо.
It's good.
Когда жарим рыбу,
When frying fish, it's very important to let it fry properly because it has a lot of various undesirable things we need to get rid of.
а теперь можно закинуть следующую партию.
Now we can put the next lot.
Так,
Okay,
и еще немножко подождем.
let's wait a bit more. Fried wild carp Balkhash style. Scale and gut a wild carp. Wash it, chop into pieces, salt and pepper it. Heat oil in the large cooking pot, coat each piece of fish with flour and deep fry them until golden. Chop herbs, garlic and lemon zest and stir them. Put a half of the mixture on the dish. Put the fried fish on it and then sprinkle the fish with the rest of the herbs, garlic and zest mixture. Pour lemon juice on top. Okay, I've already fried fish in the large cooking pot and decided to make another dish for you. Actually, fried fish in a large cooking pot is quite easy to make, while fish stewed with vegetables in a large cooking pot is more interesting. You can stew any fish in a cooking pot, but it's better to choose fish not having a lot of bones. It's the reason why I bought catfish fillet. You'll need carrots, onions, garlic, tomatoes, and red bell peppers to make fish stewed in a large cooking pot, Balkhash style. As for the vegetables, I mean carrots and onions, it's better to cut them into circles.
Так, сейчас почистим лук.
Now we're peeling the onion and cutting it into circles too. All these vegetables will make our dish juicy, saturate the fish and give their delicious taste to it.
И, естественно, поделится своим замечательным вкусом. Так.
Okay.
Сейчас можно нарезать.
Now we can chop the tomatoes into circles too.
Колечками. Так.
Okay. We'll need their juice too.
Все овощи.
I chop all the vegetables into large pieces because fish is going to stew in the cooking pot for quite a long time, about an hour or an hour and a half, which is why the vegetables can get boiled to a pulp. To avoid it, we cut them into large pieces.
Теперь перчик.
Now we need a bell pepper.
Вынимаем сердцевину.
We're removing its core.
Перчик я порежу дольками.
I'm going to cut the bell pepper into 4 long pieces.
Так, еще красный.
Now let's take a red one.
И снова на 4 дольки.
We're dividing it into 4 pieces again.
Отлично, теперь можно добавить чеснок.
Excellent. Now we can add garlic.
Чеснок тоже чистим.
We are peeling the garlic and divide it into cloves.
Дольки чеснока можно тоже оставить целыми.
You can leave the garlic cloves whole.
Ну, а еще я...
I'll also add an apple, which is my secret ingredient because I'm from Almaty.
Так, яблочко можно...
You can cut off side pieces of the apple.
Немножко порезать с разных сторон. Так.
Okay, everything is prepared. Now we can cut the fish fillet.
Если остались
If some bones have remained in the fish, it's better to remove them.
Так.
Okay, now we can divide it.
Итак, филе сама я
So I've chopped the catfish fillet. It's very important to wash a fillet because you start chopping it. After chopping, you need to wash it again.
Нужно еще раз промыть. Так, берем воды. Промоем.
Now let's pour some water here, wash it, and pour out the water.
И еще раз слить воду. Отлично.
Excellent. Now we can salt the fish.
Рыба очень любит соль.
Fish needs to be salted properly. After this, we can add spices to the fish. I'll add a little black pepper and spice for fish.
Так. И приправы для рыбы. Здесь у меня немного чили.
There is a little chili and herb mixture here.
трав. Отлично.
Excellent.
Можно добавить немного паприки.
We can add some paprika.
Так, и все это перемешать.
Now we should stir it. We can even use a knife to do it.
Можно вот так даже ножом. Итак, все ингредиенты.
Well, all the ingredients for a fish stewed in a large cooking pot Balkhash style are prepared. They include first a catfish fillet, which I've washed properly, chopped, added spices to it and salted, second vegetables, and third tomato paste. Now we're going to the large cooking pot.
Итак, рыбу тушить я буду в том же
I'm
казане.
going to stew the fish in the same cooking pot where I fried the wild carp. I've washed the cooking pot properly, cleaned it, and now I'll pour oil into the dry cooking pot.
Масло нужно.
You need to pour the oil so that it coats the sides too.
Смочились стенки. Отлично.
Excellent. Now we can add the vegetables layers into it.
Овощи слоями.
Let's start with the onions.
С лука. Так, слой морковки.
Then goes a layer of carrots.
Морковку.
Carrots.
И снова слой лука.
And another layer of onions.
Таким образом,
In this way, the onion will exchange its juice with carrots.
все это хорошо
Everything will be saturated and give the juice to the fish.
рыбе. Итак, у нас
The first layer of vegetables is prepared and we can put fish on it.
рыбу. Таким образом, у нас рыба получится.
In this way, the fish will be situated between the layers of vegetables, which will provide it with juice.
Она будет получать сок. Сейчас сверху рыбы можно выложить томатную пасту.
Now we can put the tomato paste on the fish and spread it.
И распределить ее.
After this, we can put the rest of the vegetables, arranging them in layers.
Овощи также слоями. Возьмем помидоры.
Let's put tomatoes.
Добавим немножко чесночка.
And add some garlic. Now we can kindle a fire and wait until the large cooking pot is hot and oil starts boiling. After this, we can add water.
Отлично.
Excellent.
Теперь, когда закипела
The
вода,
water has started boiling, so now we can put the lid on the cooking pot and leave it to stew for an hour or an hour and a
на
half.
час-полтора.
It's better to reduce the fire to prevent the food from burning.
Сгорело.
Catfish stewed with vegetables in a large cooking pot. Gut the fish and remove the bones. Chop it into large pieces, then add a little salt and coat with spices. Peel the vegetables and cut them into pieces. Pour vegetable oil into the large cooking pot so that it covers the bottom completely. The cooking pot sides should be coated with oil too. Then put the layers of the prepared food products into it. Put an onion and carrot layers, salt them a little, and pepper. Then put the fish, tomato paste, tomatoes, bell peppers, add water, put the lid on the cooking pot, reduce the fire maximally, and stew the fish with vegetables for about an hour and a half.
Побережье Балкаша.
Balkhash Lake Shore is an ideal place for having a picnic with your family or friends. You should find time to visit this place to relax, enjoy unique nature, and pamper yourself with fresh fish. travel around Kazakhstan and cook together with me. Bon appetit!